June 1st is the official start of hurricane season, which means Louisiana weather experts are looking out to the Gulf to see if there are any disturbances. After a relatively mild 2022 season here in the state, Barry Keim, our state climatologist, has what we're expecting this year. So thank you so much for joining us. So let's start with the basics. So we're expected to be in an El Nino this year. So what does that mean for us?
El Ninos are good news for the tropical season. So right now, the forecasts are actually for a near normal or perhaps even a below normal season, and it's because of that El Nino. The two main factors that we really look at are the sea surface temperatures across the breeding grounds. Now, they're above normal. That's a predictor for an above normal season. But then the second piece that you have to put in there is whether or not you're in La Nina, neutral, or in El Nino conditions. Right now, we're in neutral conditions. It looks like we're going to be in an El Nino in the heart of the hurricane season. That's good news because that takes the numbers down. So we have one indicator saying above normal, another saying below normal. We end up with a forecast saying something near normal, except that the El Nino is probably a little bit more important than the sea surface temperatures. Hence, an average season is 14 named storms. This year, they're predicting, at least the Colorado State group, they're predicting 13 named storms. So just one tick off of a normal season.
Yeah, slightly below normal.
Correct.
But of course, I mean, this doesn't mean that we won't see any hurricanes or the possibility.
Just because it's an average or maybe even a slightly below normal average prediction does not mean that we won't have above normal numbers. And even if we have below normal numbers, doesn't mean we won't get hit. Great example, 1992. That year we had very cold sea surface temperatures. All the predictions were for a below normal season. And guess what? It was a below normal season, except we got Hurricane Andrew that year.
Yes.
So Andrew, the first storm of the year, the A storm, all the way into the deepest part of August. But look at that storm ravaged Florida and did a pretty good number on Louisiana as well.
Yeah, Baton Rouge especially, because normally whenever you're thinking about hurricanes, Baton Rouge is always kind of missed somehow. But Hurricane Andrew, I think it was directly over Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge in the eye.
Well, yeah, it made landfall near Morgan City, tracked around the west side of Baton Rouge. And of course, that put Baton Rouge on the strong side of the storm, and it wreaked havoc in Baton Rouge. I was here for that one, and I was without power for 10 days or something. It was not a good time.
It's definitely brutal, but we got a little bit off track. Let's get back on it. So, how long are we expected to stay in an El Nino? And also, whenever you think about last year, that was also a pretty mild year. Is that what we were in an El Nino?
Well, last year I believe we were in neutral conditions. The two seasons before, 2020. 2021, which brought us Laura and Ida and Zeta and so on and so forth. Yeah, I mean, the list goes on, right? That's just the beginning. We were in a mild La Nina those years. La Ninas tend to increase opportunities for hurricanes by reducing wind shear, and we got a load of them in those years. Last year, I believe it was neutral. This year, it looks like we're going to be in an El Nino, which should knock the numbers down or hold them down. Hopefully it'll be something close to normal, hopefully maybe a little below normal, and hopefully they'll stay away from Louisiana. We certainly have paid our dues the last few years.
Well, this year currently, it looks like there's some activity in the Gulf. Is that expected to develop into anything?
No, there is a little tropical disturbance in the Atlantic right now. There's too much wind shear right now. The sea surface temperatures just aren't quite what they need to be, and they just expect this to fizzle out. But we still need to keep an eye on it. I mean, strange things happen. We never say never in the weather business, but right now this doesn't it's anything for anybody to be concerned over.
All right, so we're in an El Nino year. That means slightly below average for hurricanes. Is there anything else that people need to know about this upcoming hurricane season?
Well, bottom line is if you're in Louisiana, you always need to be on your A game, no matter what the forecast is telling us, because you never know. We've been hitting these quiet years, so get your plan in place and buckle up your chin strap and just get ready, and hopefully nothing will happen. I mean, the odds are slightly working. They're a little below what an average season would be, obviously, but again, it doesn't mean we won't get hit. So just be prepared.
Yeah, but fingers crossed we won't get hit.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in and talking with us.
My pleasure.